fellas.
Fellas.
Man Cave Sundays. Let's do it.
You got women up in the club trying to drop it like it's hot. See how his mind is.
Conversation. This is the place where the men gonna let it all out. Be honest, be transparent, man. Leaders and fathers, as men, we understand the nature of men is to be protected.
Women with Dorito booties.
Why you had to go there?
Dorito. What's a
See,
Dorito?
Jimmy.
See all of the thong.
Well,
Yeah.
It may not have been a thong at first. It may turn into one.
Well, that's where you have a big. That's where you have a big booty, and the underwear just. We need our women. What we don't need. I'm not going to say that extra bullshit, but we're not going to get into that. I'm just saying.
No. Let's get into it, Jimmy. You brought it up. What up?
What's up? What up?
I love that intro, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes, man Cave
What's
Sunday.
up, fellas?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, what you got?
Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Man, this is some green tea.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, that's a good stuff.
Green tea.
That's a good stuff.
Yeah, baby. Clean you out.
This will clean you out too. Out the room.
Yeah.
Sipping on some Crown Royal.
What you got, Jimmy?
I got some cheap shit.
What you got?
So hurry up and get you fucked up, Jake. Paul Masson.
Oh.
Yo, what were you drinking? What were y'all drinking the other night on the show, man?
Man, so Cavassier, man. Wow. That
What's up,
listen, we're gonna
Kimberly?
have to get that game popping one of these days, man. Cause that we were torn down, man.
K Boogie.
You should date Paul. You should date Paul Masson. What?
I'm gonna have to ask him about that real quick. Hey, Paul.
All right. Everybody
Yeah,
tune in.
buddy.
Go ahead and share to your page. Man Cave Sundays, you're going to let it all
Yeah,
out.
buddy, come on.
You're going to be transparent. Some things you're going to like, some things you won't like, but we're going to keep it real. It's just the men here talking. So
Hit that like button.
definitely.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, Kimberly. So, now, y'all, we took last week off. It was a holiday. What you guys do for the holiday?
Yeah.
There's a holiday.
And I was in North Carolina, you know, North Carolina with my mom. She had surgery on her left shoulder, so I was, helping my mom with some things around the house, taking her places, driving her to eat places and things of that nature. Just enjoying, family down there in the K-Town, North Carolina, Kinston. So, we barbecue and with my Uncle Earl. But other than that, man, it's just good to be around loved ones, man.
Definitely.
I don't really celebrate too many holidays, man. I just day by day is what it is.
Yeah,
Every
I
day is the
celebrate
same
life
day.
every day.
That's life, A holiday is life. Let's do it.
Yeah. What about yourself, man?
Oh man, I went to Myrtle Beach, one of my favorite places. I know it's not far. Myrtle Beach never gets old to me. Just something about being near the ocean.
All right.
I was lazy. I did nothing. I just want to relax, clear my mind.
That's what we
nothing like the
need.
beach. Just the whole atmosphere of everything. Of people walking up and down the sidewalk, going inside the beach shop.
Yeah.
It never gets
That's what's
old,
up.
man. I love it. All
right.
I'm coming next time.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. So thank you everybody for tuning in to Man Cave Sundays. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it in. Anything happened in the news? Y'all hear about anything that's been going on lately?
Well, it's I got one for you. It's not really a black news, but this guy was in prison for 8 years after a bank robbery, right? The day he got out, guess what he did?
What?
He went to rob a bank. The day he got out, after 8 years.
He's like, Pookie, I just
8
can't
years
stop.
and he's on the.
I just can't stop.
He's on the run. They haven't caught him yet, but he's on the run right now. That got to be the craziest thing I ever heard in my life.
That's why.
The day you get
but
out, you go
know.
rob a bank.
Yeah.
He went for the gusto. He just went straight on out. Just bam, bang.
You know what I seen that had me mind boggled in the news?
What's that? What's that?
Vivica Fox holding Jada Pickett accountable on her show.
What do you mean?
She said Vivica Fox is like she's wrong about what she's doing, you know, to Will Smith, not even supporting him like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, Vivica said that?
Yeah, I don't like Vivica. But wow. That's something different to me. My bad. I had to say that.
One thing I know about Vivica, she's straight up. She'll tell you like it is, pretty much. I mean, she kind of fake, but she'll tell you like it is at some point.
She'll probably tell you like it is, but she's really fake. Like not kind of fake.
Yeah.
Super fake. Like all that stuff on the face.
She kind of lost me whenever she that whole thing with Kevin Samuel.
Yeah.
I felt like what she said was way out of pocket.
Way out of pocket.
Yeah.
Like
disrespectful.
Yeah. Yeah.
She don't have to like the guy or anything like that. But
Yeah.
just what she said, you know, you don't wish death on nobody.
Amen.
Yeah. And what about Master P daughter, Tatiana, who died? She was age of 29? She died. It's not determined yet, but the people or the TMZ is saying that it may be drug related, but you know, it's nothing out there as of yet that's set in stone. But they think she might have died from an overdose, according to the people in the news.
Wow.
So that's a sad tragedy, for his family.
Wow, I didn't know anything about that, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. And what about your boy? Can you say money? LeBron James is a billionaire. That I think that's probably he's officially become a billionaire as a current active player. I think he hit $1.2 billion throughout his career. Man, if I could only let me just tie your shoes. I don't need no other employment. Let me just tie your shoes or whatnot. Make money from that. My goodness.
Wow.
Hey, but you know the craziest thing is?
There's a soccer player. What's that?
Which one, Eric? Which soccer player?
I'm gonna say there's a soccer player that's active right now that's before him that's making $1 billion. I think his name is Lionel Messi. He's a soccer player. He's a pro athlete, but he's making more than LeBron James. But still, man, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, man, with that much money, it's like, I keep doing it. I mean, you pay for $2 at this point. I mean, like, because he's a money-making machine right now. I mean, no matter what, endorsements, it just keeps coming. No matter what, he just gonna make money.
Yeah.
Just for him to show it somewhere, it's gonna cost you money.
Yeah.
Man,
You know what, man? Y'all think all these rich people in the world, man, if they gave somebody just a piece, whenever right now with the economy the way that is, people are much harder than more ever before. Chicken is up, gas is up. It's the things we really need to be got to pay for. And you're thinking like y'all can't offer nobody a couple more dollars an hour. Like how much richer are you going to get?
right.
Like really?
Yeah.
Like enough money, as much money as you have at this point, you're not going to go broke. So what about the people that's struggling every day? And greed, man. This is all greed. While their family living rich and the famous, they don't really care. It's the people up under there that's making all the money, and they don't give a shit about nobody else but just them and their personal greed.
Yeah.
And right now, everybody.
Don't get me wrong.
LeBron has put a couple of people on though. A couple of his friends. He has a lot of people. He has old movie entertainment company, something like that, and he's got actors underneath him and all that. He's doing his thing.
Yeah.
He's doing his thing there.
Now, like K Boogie said, LeBron should be playing the whole entire game, making all that much money. But just like somebody, like Lee Goodwin said, he's playing it smart. You know, he's trying to hold out for his son to come into the league before he exit, but he making enough money just in contracts and endorsements and things of that nature, just like Michael Jordan.
Exactly. So you got. I just
want to break his jaw.
No, you don't.
Forever. I don't care. He paid me by the hour, by the leaf.
Nice.
All right, check this out, you guys. We're gonna get started with topic of the day. Here we go. This can be interesting. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. All right. Are the mindset of women nowadays more toxic, or are women elevating? This is an interesting topic. I know it's probably uncomfortable, but we just gonna talk this how we really feel. Me personally, let me go ahead and start this off. I don't think, for in some ways, women are elevating financially. They're doing things that the past generation couldn't do, and for that part, I'll let the money make you. Just stay humble. Remember who you was, where you came from. And I think for the most part, for what I can see, I think most women right now are very arrogant and not humble. But that's just my opinion.
Well, I think a lot of women. I think it can go both ways. But the way I see it today, it seems like it's a lot of women that is taking this women thing, I think, a little too far. And what I mean by that, it seems like it's women against the world. Like I just posted something recently. It seems like women against men. It seems like it's worse than racism. And women, right? It seems like everything. If you look out there, there's more organizations about women. I mean, thousands and thousands of organizations that has been created about women. But you look at men, you don't hardly see. You probably can't even name one or two men organizations. So it's like a hype that's pretty much, we don't need men. And I think someone said the other day, I asked a gentleman, he was like 63, 64, and he went through a divorce. And I said, and I asked him a question. He said one thing about reason why women are getting so many divorces these days is because they starting to make more money than men, and therefore they have an independence about themselves where they said the first argument or the second argument I get into, I don't need you. I can exit anytime I want to exit. So to me, I think the mindset of women has become more so toxic. I think.
So I'm sitting here breaking down the whole sentence. Are the mindset of a woman nowadays more toxic, or are women elevating? Well, as human beings, men and women, we're always going to elevate regardless. So that's a given. There is a mindset. There is a mindset that is very toxic to everything. That is everything that's happening nowadays, to men, to society, to children, to the upper class doing what they do just to benefit from the toxicity. Yes, it's more toxic than usual right now. And the mindset is fucked up.
What do you think are the contributing factors that will make it more toxic? I.e.,
I don't know. To be honest with you, I can't even explain what it is. It's I don't know what this is. In most women, it's like there's a lot of women out there who want to do the right thing. There's a lot of women who do the wrong thing, who want to do the right thing. But there's this loud majority of women that are super toxic, and they're trying to put that narrative off on a lot more women. And if something's consistently like a narrative consistently being put out there, people adapt. You know what I mean? And so they seem to be adapting to this, which nothing wrong with pride, nothing wrong with that. Like being so confident in yourself and wanting to do what you need to do to survive. But it's like, why are you doing it with such hostility and such revenge and going towards the negative aspect of it?
Right. You know what it is though? Yeah. Here's what I realized. It's like we all keep thinking that money is the answer, right? Here's the problem with this whole money thing. When you get money and you're toxic, or you got some issues with yourself, it don't go away. Now you a toxic person walking around with money, and then now you start getting arrogant. And then you run away real quick. Instead of dealing with the problem. So I think that. I get the money thing, but just don't let it go to your head. You still got to dig down deep. That really what they're saying is, to me, women try to control things because they're scared. They try to overcompensate because of things that went on in their past. So they meet another guy, and they just make one rule apply to all guys. And I think that because they don't know who's telling the truth. That everyone comes in and they get fooled, and so they try to lay down this rule for everybody, and they just start this when they start really working. Then they start having this thing where they don't need men because they think they can control everything around them. I think it's very arrogant for them to even say that they don't need men because we don't realize that everything y'all probably working with, a man probably made. You know what I'm saying? The house they living in, men built those houses. The cars you driving, men driven those cars, the computer, the phone. When God put men here, we were put him to create. There's some intelligent men, man. When you look at all throughout time, and not disrespect to women, you look throughout time, man, the greatest minds. It's like, yo, these dudes, where did they get this stuff from? Everything we're using all around you, women, that you're unappreciative about, men have made all these things. The seat you sitting in, everything. And so I think that, just being grateful and just don't have this type of attitude. Because the funny thing is, once you put this stuff out and you start having kids, well, you got a son. You know what I'm saying? How do you want your son to be respected? You know what I'm saying? When he get another woman, you want that woman to really respect your son. You don't want no woman that's going to control your son and keep your son away from you. That's what controlling does. So I don't know. That's just how I see it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, I think, and I'm gonna address the other side about women being elevated. And I'm gonna let you know, women, how you can be elevated is when you start respecting your man. When you start supporting your man, when you start saying thank you when he does something for you, when you stop arguing over every little thing that comes across your mind. Sometimes you just need to hold your lips and just listen sometimes. That's how you can become elevated, and your man will want to push you up, lift you up. And most of the time he wants to lift you up above him because he wants you to shine. He wants you to be a good supporter to him, and he wants to show the world, I got this great vessel that respects me, that loves me for who I am, and don't nag about every little thing that goes on. But someone who love me for my faults, who love me because I'm not perfect, my imperfections, and that's what elevates women, is when you don't, I guess, cling to those women groups that's all about women. Cling to those relationships that puts women in their places and say, you know what? No, we're not gonna bash men like that. Because to me, it seems like the devil is driving us to hate the very blessing that God has created for us. And that's each other. Right. That's each other. So why are you all now I wouldn't say all, of course it's not all, but why are women so toxic? But I'm telling you, you can be elevated just by your kindness, just by your gentleness. Humble yourself. Yeah.
And women supposed to be nurturers too, man. And that's one key thing, man, can nobody do, man. That's what y'all are built for. And so when y'all start getting away from that, that's why we're having so much trouble right now. So all this anxiety and stuff like that, don't let these doctors fool you. This is all because of electronics. We all doing things that's unnatural. And our bodies keep trying to pull us to our natural state, and we're not allowing to do that. So you're having anxiety. You don't know what's going on with yourself because we start getting out of balance. of all these different electronics and machinery. Man, you think about how stuff was built a long time ago, like with the pyramid. Man, these dudes, they said they had to be in tune with the spirit and to the sun and to God, in order for them to really to do this stuff. So it could be, a lot of stuff can be done, but like I said, I just think that it's just the way that women, we just got to get back to the natural things and stop letting everything control us.
I think we need to start paying attention. Yeah. Plain and simple. Everybody needs to start paying attention. Pay attention to everything they do and what causes toxicity, what's negative. Figure out what you want in your damn life. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to have a toxic life, be the same toxic person with to other toxic people that want to be just like you. Leave the positive people the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? If you know you're a toxic motherfucker, go somewhere, please. You know what I'm saying? Take your shit and your nonsense somewhere else. You know, leave us people that want to live a positive and want to do the right thing. Yes, we all gonna fuck up sometime, but listen, man. We're like, how will, as human beings, how can we sit there and still ride that same stinking ass toxic line, right? Knowing what's right and wrong? It makes no sense. If somebody could evolve and do better each day, why can't you think about that too? How am I like? Yeah. They got there's a chick that fucking just threw some dude's mother's ashes over. Bruh, are you that stupid? Are you that emotional?
And for the people who don't know what he's talking about,
that's deeper than anything. You out of your fucking mind.
Explain to him, Jimmy, for the people that don't know.
So, fuck. Oh my gosh. So I'm reading this thing, man, and it says the boyfriend cheated on a girl, and she went to the river, whatever like that, with the bridge where the river was, poured his mother's ashes out there because she was mad. I don't give a fuck about you getting cheated on. That's about
threw the urn in the water. Yeah.
Being cheated on is not that fucking serious for you to do some dumbass shit like that. Fix your fucking thing. Fix your emotions.
Check this out. The same girl with this mindset, right? Give her some money. Let her get her hair done. Let her get the eyebrows. Let her play a little bit. Imagine a chick like girl with money. Right.
Imagine a chick like that in power. Imagine a chick like that in power. That's a nuke button. Boom. Yeah. That's half the world gone. Boom. You out your mind.
Yeah.
You said half the world.
You know what I mean? Like, on the real. You're going to blow up the world. You're nuking everything because you're mad.
Jimmy said half the world gone.
Yeah, that's but that's got to be the craziest thing, man.
But you see the emotions crying like crazy around here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, everybody, you can't expect shit in life. Because life is just what it is. Shit gonna happen to you, shit not gonna happen to you. Get the fuck over it, man. We're human. Shit gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, if you're old enough to know common sense and right and wrong, you are able to change. You were able to see yourself as what the fuck you just did and change that shit.
She said that nothing to do with money. That's a mental thing. You're right.
It's a mental fuck.
My point is, whenever women start getting money, how people think that they're better and they're perfect, and now a lot of people are toxic people with money. They have inner problems, and they haven't. That's what they need to deal with before they really find somebody, and they're thinking they're above everybody because they got money. And
man, I think money only increases who you really are. That's what I think it is. If you're a toxic motherfucker, you just wasn't able to be rich toxic. You know what I mean? So you got some money now, and you're toxic, even more toxic, because you can do more shit with money and be toxic as you can.
Actually, I understand what you mean by that, Jimmy, but if you really think about it, what you just said, it really decreases who you are because of the way people act with money. It may seem like they are increasing, but the more money people make, the more foolish they get.
I'm just saying, like,
but I understand what you were saying.
But like, they don't have the confidence and the balls and the money and the resources to do things because they don't have money. But they're still sitting there. I can't wait to be rich to be a toxic motherfucker. You know what I mean? As soon as they get rich, they bring it all out. Time to be toxic. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's who they were already.
Did y'all follow the Johnny Depp court case?
Every day.
Man, that goes on in a lot of relationships that most people don't see. Where the woman was saying he did this, he did that, He did this, he did that, he did me this way, he caused me, he slapped me, look at the bruise on my face. But they showed where she had a before picture. No, they showed where she took a clear picture of her face, not being abused, and where she did some Photoshop, whatever case may be, in the same picture as if he had, you know, hit her across the face or whatnot. And they got someone to come in and to say that's the same as that photo. That's not a new picture. That's a picture where she altered, where it may seem like she hit him. But I love the way that case went. I love the way his attorney and them ask questions and things of that nature, because I'm telling you, that goes on a lot in a lot of relationships where women are trying to set men up, and a lot of people are gravitating towards that as if, oh man, what did he do to her? What did he do to her? Man, no, what did she do to him? And we have to stop. We have to stop siding with a lot of women these days and get down to the facts. You know, I ain't got nothing against women. I love women. You are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people. But it's a lot of them out there that's manipulative. And you know, that would, you know, it's
yes.
It becomes, like you said, become toxic.
It's the emotions, man. You know what I don't understand? Yeah. Can I ask you a question, a serious question? And think deep into this. Think about that. I'm gonna put the word out there first. Isn't this an oxymoron, right? To always have the excuse. I know, because I'm a female, because I'm emotional. That's why I do shit like this, and then continue to do it. If you know that you're that way, isn't it? Can you change it? Can I change? Because it always fucks my shit up. Can I change it?
That's just who I am. That's just who I am.
I'm just gonna be like, but all right,
I'm already gone.
You just got this guy locked up. Your life is not even right because of some shit. Isn't that an oxymoron? To know what you do and not be able to change it? It's like, well, I want to change, but I can't because your excuse is, well, women are emotional. I can't. It's just what it is.
You don't have to ride that emotional roller coaster.
Be emotional.
That's the thing.
Be emotional though. Control your shit. Think. Like, we got brains here. We do have brains here. We're able to advance as human beings. Why can't we see our problems and change it? I be fucking up almost every day, and all I do is sit back and think about what I can do to make up for what I fucked up with. And that's what I work on. That's trying to make me a better person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to keep making the same mistake twice and over again, knowing what it is. That's crazy.
Because people don't think that they can change themselves. That's the thing. They are people, men and women. They see themselves as that's who they are, and who you are doesn't mean that's who you have to be. How you was raised doesn't mean that's how you have to be. The environment that you grew up in, that doesn't mean that's how you have to be. Look at yourself, just like Jimmy said, reevaluate yourself on a daily basis and say, what can I do better? How can my tomorrow be better than today? Or how can my yesterday be better than today?
Yeah.
I mean, my tomorrow be better than today. If we're not asking ourselves those questions, then we're in the mindset that I'm okay just being who I am. No, are you really okay being toxic?
Right.
Are you really okay having hate in your heart?
Right.
Go ahead, Anthony.
But you know, and I always say this, man, that one thing women understand this. This is just how God have made everything. You know, if you gain anything, especially if it's going to be something really, really good, you're going to give up something. You're going to sacrifice something. Nothing comes without a sacrifice. So if you really want a good man, especially if you want a man with money, to be really honest with you, if you're talking to guys that's really in the 1% that's like 7 digits or more, those guys, they don't bend a lot. They know exactly, they're a different type of men. And so you definitely, you might be giving up, you got the money, but you can probably give up with him telling you what to do. So there's always a give up. So if the thing is though, if you stay like that, you'll never have nobody. And that's a promise. Not for me. That's just the way it is. You just can't have anybody if you don't continue to change. And I think that when it comes to relationships, and I always say this, is that whenever you get into a relationship, in order for it to be successful, you both have to give up a part of yourself, or it doesn't work at all. You both have to give up a part of yourself, and then once you realize that, well, what I mean by that is that you see a lot of compromising, that you have to do.
Yeah.
If you're not willing to compromise, don't do a relationship. And at the end of the day, you got a lot of people that don't want to change, and they're toxic. That's what makes you toxic, because can't nobody deal with you.
Yeah. Sunshine says start with the man in the mirror, and I agree with that, Sunshine. Just like Anthony said, and I was talking to someone the other day. I said when you want both your relationship to work, like you said, it takes sacrifice. Put your best thing in the middle, and he put his best thing in the middle, and sacrifice. Are you willing to sacrifice your best for your partner?
And sometimes for your partner.
If you say no to it, then you ain't willing to make the relationship work, because it's all about self on what you can get out of it. No, you should be trying to serve and try to please your partner, your mate, especially your husband and your wife if you're married. That should be concrete. Okay. You should never ever say, no, I'm gonna do this. No, sit down and talk about it. Stop picking up the phone and calling your girlfriend and try to get her advice. And then you hang up the phone and call your other girlfriend, and hang up the phone and call your other girlfriend and your other girlfriend and your mama. Put down the phone and talk to your husband. Talk to the person who you got a relationship with, and talk it out.
That should be the first thing.
Yelling it out.
I'll read what Kimberly said. She said she have to sacrifice or compromise. That's just the way it is. Everything comes with sacrifice. Every single thing around us. Even like, when we go to work, when you get that money, you have to sacrifice, give your time to go to work.
You do, Kim. You have to have sacrifice, because if you're an independent person, take care of yourself, and all of a sudden you find a man, you have to sacrifice your independence. You know what I'm saying? You have to sacrifice going on a weekend with your girlfriend because you could. You have to sacrifice loving by yourself.
And compromise, man. But I tell you that compromise thing, man, is like
compromise is a must. Compromise is a must, and nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that, because there's a lot of people who lived and survived on their own without compromising. Right. So they're used to not compromising. Yeah. So when they get into a relationship, they're not used to compromising. But I still want my way because I survived this way. You know what I mean? I'm holding myself accountable. That's a problem with mine. I'm used to surviving on my own. You know what I'm saying? So I'll walk away from a problem anytime because I can survive on my own. So when it comes down for me being with somebody, it's hard for me to compromise, because every time I compromise, it fucks me over. But in order for me to grow, I have to compromise and deal with the situation.
I like what you just said.
Let me give it to.
I really love what you just said.
Let me give it to Kim this way. Kim, let me give it to you this way. You say you shouldn't have to sacrifice or compromise. Imagine a pilot and a co-pilot. The pilot want to go this way. The co-pilot want to go that way. Do you think they shouldn't have to? You think they shouldn't have to be where they compromise? Because if they decide to do two different things, because one didn't want to sacrifice, to me that's a nosedive of their airplane. So somebody's going to have to give in a relationship, and sometimes on a daily basis. Babe, I want to eat McDonald's. No, baby, I want to eat Texas Roadhouse. What? You going to get in your separate car and go to McDonald's while that person go to Texas Roadhouse? You going to say, baby, you know what? I go to Texas Roadhouse with you today. And next time the other one say, you know what, baby, since you went with me to Texas Roadhouse, let's go get your McDonald's fries. Come on, baby. It's going to take that.
Oh, some extra cheese on that shit.
Check it out, guys. We are at the end of the show for today. This was getting good. Man Cave Sundays every Sunday at 7:00. We did a little later tonight. And not to mention, tonight, stay tuned, 11 o'clock, the Velvet Room After Dark, sex talk show, new show. And other than that, Jimmy, what you got going on? Where can they find you at?
Oh, of course, you can find me at SAVAGE ECOM.entertainment. Savage Comedy Entertainment on YouTube. I'm on there. Just type it in. Like every video you watch, please, and subscribe.
Okay.
Jim Savage.
Savage Comedy Entertainment. Okay. It's okay. And Eric, would you got anything going on, man? Here we go.
You got it going on. You got to get going on. What I got going on, yo. What I got going on is every day enjoying myself in this life that God has given me. I refuse to let anybody steal my joy. So what I have going on is kindness, love, and just giving, just supporting, and just being around people, trying to be the light in the darkness of any situation that many people are going through, especially with the killing in the schools and the churches and the grocery store. Somebody has to be a light out there. Somebody has to show kindness. And that's what I have going on, just to love on people on a daily basis.
That's right. Man cave. Look, this is a place for real men. We have other guys join us sometimes. Ladies, please tune in. Please, respond. We're here every Sunday at 7. And hey, Kings, see you guys next week.
Let's do it.
Yeah, thank you all for chiming in. Appreciate you all. Enjoy life. All right, I see you, Jimmy. I see you.
I'm in a good mood. I'm changing each day. Better.
That's good, man. That's good.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. See y'all next Sunday.
All right.